Aloha, everybody. Happy Monday. Monday. Woo woo. I can say woo woo because I live the wonderful retired life. Everybody else is like, Monday. Okay. As you can see, let's see. Yesterday I was 178.4. This morning I'm 180.5. Sitting with food in my belly. But that's okay. Some of it might be water because I didn't eat that much. I mean, it was a big plate of food. You can see the picture. But I do know the steak was probably about 9 ounces. And then the mushrooms and onions were, I don't know, that was like half an onion. And I used the whole, like it's a little package of mushrooms, but I used the whole package. Probably about, I don't know, to be honest with you. But I did use the whole package. I love mushrooms and onions. Haven't had mushrooms in quite a while. I don't know why. To me, they're a little pricey. But anywho, yeah. So now I got food in my belly. Let's see how long it takes to get rid of it. Think I'm going to stick with apples. Apples seem to work better for me with that whole getting rid of your food scenario. Because I ate that pear last night and I don't really feel anything. So I'm going to stick with apple if I'm going to have a piece of fruit. Yeah, so you see my refeed, ribeye steak, mushrooms and onions. Please don't comment on my medium rare steak. That's the only way I'll eat it. It's the only way I like it. It's delicious. But that being said, I did wake up this morning feeling like I had a cinder block in my belly. When it comes to protein, beef is my favorite. I love beef, and more specifically, a ribeye steak. But I have noticed, and this has, been a few years, I guess, as we get older, our body changes, and what we used to be able to tolerate, we can't tolerate anymore. So for a while now, I've noticed every time I eat beef in particular, kind of messes with me a little bit. But I love it. Not that it messes with me, but I love beef, so I continued to eat it. And then if I eat, like I can eat ground beef, and it messes with me a little, but not too bad. I can make a roast in my slow cooker, cook it till it's falling apart tender, and it don't mess with me too much. But if I just eat a big honking steak, it messes with me. It feels like a brick in my belly. It mega bloated and gassy, and and I hate that feeling. This morning I was just like blah. It was bad. Like I didn't even really want to move. I didn't want to go walk. I didn't want to go to the gym or whatever. So, but I felt strong during my walk. Like, did that protein help me to feel strong during my walk? I don't know. But to me, it's not worth it. Even if that steak helped me feel strong during my walk and my workout, it wasn't worth it to feel the way I felt. Really bloated and gassy, and felt really, my belly felt extended. It was a little, kind of visibly extended a little bit, you know, so whether it was with the food, the gas, I don't know, but it was not a good feeling. So I was like, I might have to give up steak. For now, because I didn't like that feeling. And, you know, I've eaten chicken and it didn't bother me. I've eaten, you know, other proteins and it didn't bother me like that. So I think I'm going to give steak up for now. And if I eat red meat, probably ground beef, you know, or possibly a roast if I make a beef roast in a slow cooker. But probably, you know, it's going to have to be something that if I eat beef, that I'm going to cook it till it's tender and falling apart, or ground beef. I don't think I'm going to be able to eat a honking, you know, hunk of steak or roast or whatever. It's going to have to be really ground beef or beef that's cooked till it's falling apart. I think I just said that 3 times. I don't know. But anyways, because I don't want that feeling. So I'm going to just try to stick with other proteins. Not a big chicken person, but I'll stick with chicken. I'm trying to teach myself to eat more fish. So, you know, I'm good with salmon. I'm good with shrimp. I love crab legs. I mean, they're pricey. I think I can count on one hand the times I bought crab legs in the store and brought them home and steamed them and all that shit, because they're kind of pricey. But I may incorporate. And then I'm trying to teach myself to eat other fish. Like my next adventure is to buy a piece of cod. And because I've never been a fish eater, I'm having to teach myself what fishes are going to work for me, because I don't like anything too fishy. So I'm trying to teach myself the fishes and the flavors of them. And then if I'm going to try them, how to cook them. Because I'm a good cook, but not when it comes to fish or seafood, because I've never been real seafood other than shrimp, crab legs, and lobster. You know, but as far as fishes and all that, and I've had oyster, you know, raw oysters and stuff. So I'm going to play around with seafood a little bit more, chicken, and then, you know, as I've said before, pork. Like if I sit down and I eat 2 pork chops, it kind of messes with my belly too, like makes my stomach hurt after I eat them. So if I eat pork, it's probably going to either have to be bacon or pork belly, which is the same thing. I talked about that too. Bacon is cured pork belly, thinly sliced, and just pork belly is uncured bacon, but big fat honking hunks of it, so not thinly sliced. So pork belly looks like, you guys have seen pictures of it when I've cooked it. It's just big fat pieces of pork. And bacon don't bother me when I eat it, as long as I don't eat too much of it, because then all that fat can mess with me. Same thing with the pork belly. I can't eat too much of it or it will mess with me, but it doesn't, like, if I eat too much, it's going to affect me within, you know, an hour of eating it, not like all the next day and feel like a brick in my belly and all that. No, it's just like if I eat too much, because it's fatty, then my stomach will be kind of ugh. But other than that, it's no biggie, so I just have to be careful I don't eat too much. Excuse me. So yeah, so I'm going to play around with other proteins, because I don't think steak likes me anymore. It's alright. Lots of things that happens when we get old. I mean, back in the day, you give me a gallon of milk, I could drink half today, half tomorrow. I mean, loved milk. And now, You can give me a glass about that big, and if I drink the whole thing, I'm going to be so nauseous. And oh, it messes me up bad. You know, lactose, I guess. But anywho, yes, I'm going to play around with different proteins when I refeed. But I'm going to stick with the fruit. As you can see, my keto stick is light, so, and again, I don't care because I knew it was going to happen. And, you know, I'm enjoying eating that piece of fruit on my refeed. So I'm going to continue to do that. I'm just going to play around with my protein. So I don't have that feeling I had this morning. Blah, 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 blah. What else? What else? What else? Nothing really. There was, but of course, because I start babbling, I forget what the frick I was going to talk about. But I think that's it. Now we get to hear Jersey crunching her food because, you know, she just has to eat when I make a video. Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, this is the last thing I promise because I'm at 11 and a half minutes. But, you know, it's like all about the small, you know, it's not all about the scale and all that. Sometimes it's just small little things that you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, I look different, or oh, these jeans used to be hard to button and now I can button them in, got a little room. So like those little small things, or like when you're fat and you're a girl, you're fat and you can't cross your legs, and then you start losing weight, and the first time you could cross your legs, it's like, I can cross my legs. This weekend I'm sitting in my recliner watching TV, and I get up to go get water. But before I get out of my recliner, I'm stretching. I'm stretching my legs out. And at the same time, I ran my hands down my legs, my thighs, and I was like, what's that? I know, I'm stupid. So I did it again. I stretched and ran my hands down my thighs. I was like, the shit? I have been so fucking fat for so long. I've never been able to rub my thigh and feel muscle. So I was like, holy shit, I can feel my thigh muscle. Oh, but those little, what I call non-scale victories, you know, your clothes fit differently, your body feels differently. Sometimes you're in the shower just washing and you're like, today when I was working out in the gym, he was showing me, like you use the barbell bar to like do push-ups instead of getting on the ground, because if you've never done push-ups are hard as hell. So they work you in slowly by you doing push-ups on a barbell across the machine, you know. And I'm doing those and I was seeing things up here and I'm like, ooh. What are those? You know, so because when you're fat as fuck, you don't see none of that. You don't see these muscles. You don't see these muscles. You have fat, you know. So I'm like, these bones right here, you know. I'm always rubbing these bones because I'm like, I got bones. Okay, I'm getting crazy. So I'm going to get out of here. Let's see how long it takes me to get back into ketosis. I hope at least tomorrow there's a little bit of color back on my stick. And Now, let's see how long it takes me to get back to where I was, which was 178.4. Yeah. And let's see how long it takes me to poop. All right, guys. Gonna get out of here so you don't have to listen to Jersey crunching. She looks at me every time I say that. All right. Keep fasting. Stay strong. Hang tough. Keep on snaking. See you guys tomorrow. Mahalo. Bye.